You know, I'm tired of doing your mom. From now on, I'm gonna do your... grandma? What's up, guys? It's Thursday, January 21st, 2010. And most of the day was spent getting caught up on errands and things like that. Like earlier today.
I woke up somewhere that I've never been. Looked on the floor to try and find my clothes. Lying next to someone, can't recall their name. Leave your number on the table, take a walk of shame.
I just got back from class. My friend in class was asking me, he's like, man, how do you do all this stuff? How do you go to school? How do you have a job? How do you make YouTube videos as well? How do you get all your homework done and, you know, go to the gym sometimes and all that? You know, where do you get all this free time? And I remember something that my uncle told me when I was a kid. My uncle's a contractor, and he often pours concrete. And I was complaining, you know, I was probably in middle school. I was complaining about how I didn't want to do my homework. He said, why? And I said, you know, I was a kid, so I was, because it's hard. I mean, it wasn't. I was just being a lazy bitch. Because it's hard. My uncle was like, no, it's not. Pouring concrete is hard. And it didn't really register then, but, you know, it definitely made sense later. Because anytime I get lazy, I always think, you know, could be worse. I could be pouring concrete.
And then later, because you guys gave me so much shit about how dirty my stove was, I decided to clean my kitchen. The whole thing. I know it's not a very big kitchen, but it's still a pain in the ass to clean, just like any other kitchen. So I've been video blogging, daily blogging, whatever you want to call it, for a little over a week. And it's been interesting. It's been an interesting experience, needless to say. Now, the good thing about daily blogging is that it's a way to reach, you know, my subscriber base and answer some of their questions without doing like a boring question and answer video. My hope is that all the questions that you guys constantly throw at me will be answered in this vlog, if not directly, indirectly, by you guys watching my daily life. I thought it would be, you know, a little more fun. Now, the downside of doing a daily vlog is that it allows people to scrutinize every single thing that I do. Everything. Ray, you're washing your forks wrong, Ray. Like, suddenly everyone becomes a troll, but not like an internet troll, like a life troll. Like, they're scrutinizing my fucking life. I don't know, it's not really bad. It's just more funny than anything, because I imagine that I have an audience outside of the United States who watches this and think that it somehow represents, you know, people from the United States, or, you know, New Yorkers in general, or anything. And it absolutely doesn't. First of all, I'm not originally from New York. I do live here now. I've lived here for several years. But New York is a very unique place within the context of the United States. Two, I don't represent all Americans or everyone from the United States. I only represent me. You know, like one episode I taught Tessa Mika Kitty how to drive, and it was an automatic car because that's what was available for me to teach her. It wasn't my car, it was the car of a relative of mine. We live in New York, we don't need a car. But she didn't know how to drive, so I taught her. It's on one of the first episodes on the daily vlog. And they were all, you know, it was foreign pretentious troll day, like, you Americans don't know how to drive a manual. Why didn't you show her on a manual? I would have loved to have shown her on a manual. The unfortunate thing is there weren't any available. I drive a manual very well. In fact, lots of Americans drive manuals. How about I drive your mom's manual? No, the other funny thing is, you know, the weather, like the snow. Anytime it snows or anytime it's cold, you know, foreign pretentious troll comes back and, that's not snow. You need to come where I live to experience snow. Like, shut up. If you lived where I live, you wouldn't be bitching about the snow. No, I'd be bitching about how shitty it is to live where you live. Booyah. No, I'm just kidding. No, really, it's funny, but it's like, come on, anywhere you live, there's always somewhere colder.
Open my eyes, hung over around somewhere, gone to the phone. The only reason I'm here, cause I heard you knocking on my door. And I would like you to know that every moment's so picture perfect and Kodak. Trying to be the new me, get rid of the throwback. You probably heard this before.
And Mika Kitty did that thing where she goes and paints pottery, and she asked me to come up and keep her company, so I brought you guys along.
You applied?
Yes. Yes, I did. Or I started the process. I'm not done yet.
How bad does the admissions process suck?
It's like the worst thing ever. To the palate, the worst thing ever. Time is the worst thing ever. It's
Yeah.
so frustrating. Every like little thing they ask you to do is like, oh, that'll be easy. Oh no, wait, it's not at all.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
It's gonna be.
Applying for college sucks.
I do one half in purple and one half in berry berry. That's how I roll.
Very berry sounds like a tasty paint. May I eat it?
Yes, have some.
I'm like Ralph Wiggum over here eating the glue. Yeah, when I applied, I had to fill out all this paperwork, these intrusive applications, these crazy forms for financial aid.
Yeah.
They made me take a test, and I had to come to New York to take it.
Really?
Yeah, which sucked. It sucked, but I actually ended up testing out of a bunch of classes, so it wasn't that. It ended up being a good thing.
Awesome.
Right. So I had to take an entrance exam, fill out all these forms, and then I had to wait like 6 weeks. And I remember I'm like, am I going to get a call? Are they going to email me? What's going on? And I got a FedEx package, like a huge one, a huge acceptance package with posters and all this other university paraphernalia. Yeah, but I remember when I got the package, I was like, yeah, I got in. Because, rejection letters aren't this freaking big. It would have been great if it were like a big-ass rejection letter.
It's just like poster size?
Right, or like a boxing glove with a spring on it that just like hits you in the face and you didn't get in. Sorry. One of those things.
Man. You're not going to have any fun at college.
That's not what I said. I didn't say you're not going to have any fun. I said you're not going to learn.
Here's me. I've got puppy hair like this paintbrush.
My hair's not like a paintbrush.
Here's my plate. It's the Heart King.
No, I know. It sounds like I was complaining earlier, but I really, really enjoy video blogging, and I really, really enjoy interacting with you guys. So I got to go to bed, and until then, keep on trolling.
Good morning, good evening. I hope